What have you been up to?
I've been riding on a daydream.
Good morning, YouTube. It's the next day. We really didn't do a closeout last night. We didn't do much. Just took our showers and bleached ourselves.
That was awful.
Yeah, there was definitely a lot of bleach in the water. So much so that with this cold that I have, I burned my sinuses. My sinuses were burning whenever I was in the shower. I had to hurry up and open the vent, and I hardly ever run the vent when I'm in the shower because it feels a little cold, having that cool air come out across you to get out that vent. So, of course, we're still at the Blue Heron Travel Plaza, and we're going to go get some breakfast. Hardee's has got a site here. Hardee's kind of rules here. They got a little coffee shop, and they've got, I don't know what else. Oh, they got a little convenience store, but of course they have a Hardee's also. They also have some sort of a Mexican restaurant in there, right?
Red Burrito.
Oh, Red Burrito.
I think it's owned by Hardee's.
Yeah, it seems like Hardee's owns it all.
I think Hardee's owns the coffee shop too.
Gloria something.
Jeans.
Gloria Jeans, yeah. Gloria Jeans. So we're going to, again, go get some breakfast. But once we get to the place we're going to go, we'll show you some highlights there, show you what the place is about. Again, this is kind of an impromptu little trip that we're doing, so it's not going to be normal. It's not going to be, like a vacation type thing. And, we have an itinerary that we have to follow, so that's why we're kind of doing it on the spur. There's a lot of trucks here, though. For the most part, those staying here overnight, what do you think?
It's real quiet.
It wasn't bad. You can hear the trucks driving by, but again, for us, and the way our house is, at our, trucks going up and down the road, it doesn't bother us at all. But there was a lot of trucks here last night, and we think that the magic number is around 7 p.m., right? 7 p.m. seems to be the time that everybody or all the trucks start pouring in the truck stops. So if that helps you guys out, at least in this area, at least on a Wednesday before Labor Day, it was 7 p.m. And we could barely get across the walk going back and forth to the plaza because so many trucks were coming in to find their spot for the night. And as far as travel and that, I forgot all about it being Labor Day weekend coming up, because this isn't a Labor Day thing for us. We were just planning on staying at home. But yeah, I'll show you a once around now that the morning lights up, and then we're gonna go get something to eat. You can see these guys left and then they came back. I'm not sure why, but we're gonna head over to the dump station whenever we leave here. I'm gonna empty the tanks because we're getting ready to go to a full hookup site, so there's no real need for anything. The electricity is really strong here. Yeah, everything was pretty decent. I mean, for $20, this has probably been the nicest roadside truck stop type stop that we've ever been to, all except the one in West Virginia. But this one actually might win out on one aspect because it has electric. So if you need, to run your air conditioner, which we did last night. For whatever reason, our RV, I don't know if it's just from the road friction or what, but I mean, it was 75 degrees inside the RV last night, and we wanted to drop down to at least 70 to go to bed. So we did run the air for a little while. But yeah, very, very quiet and nice. And the showers and everything inside looked really nice too.
All right, guys, so we've dumped out our tanks and getting ready to head about another 50 miles down the road. And we pulled over here because there's a couple of things that we always seem to forget. And the one thing I forgot was to turn off the water pump. When you drain your water tank, or even when you don't drain your water tank, it's probably a good idea to turn off your electric water pump in your camper. I can't imagine what would actually happen back there if something started leaking and we got to our site and everything was just wet. And it'd be really hard to find the leak because of all the movement. Who knows where the water, where it could have went to, even though it started in a complete different spot. But in our case, we drain the freshwater tank into the black water tank and just drain the black water tank here. And then, of course, the gray. So I'm completely empty because we're getting ready to go to a full hookup. And that way I can travel a little bit lighter, even though it's only for 50 miles. And I think that's it. Are you ready to go? And I'm ready to go too. So let's go see what this place is all about. Made our last little turn off that county road and just up here on the left, so you guys will see what we see.
Arriving at Sunny's Campground on the left.
Keep left, and then keep right.
These sites here where he's cleaning up. This is our site, see. Got a little dirt spot. Don't look bad. Guys, so here we are at Sunny's Campground, and I have to say it's pretty nice, don't you think?
Very nice.
Yeah.
Very, very nice.
The Wi-Fi is not the best out here for T-Mobile, but with the extender, of course, it picked it up. These guys are on top of everything. Of course, Labor Day weekend's coming up. They come out here, they put sand in all these fire pits. They just mowed everything. I wish that place was open. I think that's going to be open on the weekend, and it's here almost all the time apparently too, from what I read online. There's the bathrooms right down there. They said they could put us right next to the bathrooms. There's a special, so this site cost us $28 for the night. Normally though, I think it's closer to about $38 if you want to run your air conditioner and have full hookups, all that stuff. But we're not going to do much of a walk around. Again, we've got a lot of stuff we've been doing, and we finally just got a chance to relax. So that's what we're going to do, is relax a little bit. Let me go ahead and show you what this side is. Real nice tree, big shaded trees. Whoa, man. I think that's why she put us here, because I said, oh, your choice, whatever you think. And she said it's going to be 82, so. But the water pressure is good, so much so I had to put my pressure regulator on, of course. The slope for the drain is pretty decent, not bad. And I just left our rack down because it's not anything I want to screw around putting up and pulling down just to get in and out of there. Of course, our Reflectix is up for sleeping reasons. They have a picnic and dance hall down there. Yeah, this is a really nice place. I'm pretty impressed. There's a lot of permanent campers here. And how many lakes are there?
5.
5 lakes, and there's fishing here too.
There's 800 sites.
800 sites. Wow. Yeah, this was pretty decent. It's kind of out in the middle of nowhere, but anyways, we're here, And yeah, we're here. Okay, so Heidi talked me into going to the store, didn't you, Heidi? Yeah, we don't even know if the store's open, but she said it's right around the corner here. We're getting slightly stir crazy. Not. We definitely need to sit and relax for a while. But this store that's supposed to be over here, they say also has an arcade. And I don't think Heidi read the map very well. Oh. Okay, so Heidi calls me a jerk, and this time I am a jerk. Because it's a store big as shooting right there. There's a little outhouse. I don't know what this is. Probably arcade, huh? So yeah, all this area this is laid out nice. They did a really good job here. So Heidi's going to the store, which we don't believe is open, and I don't think that it is. But this is kind of cool. There's showers here. I didn't even know the showers were this close. That's kind of nice. Good deal. Not bad. Yeah, that's cool. I mean, of course, Labor Day weekend's coming up, so they're getting this place all prepared. For you guys that are watching this, because I posted it late, today's Wednesday, just before Labor Day weekend. So we're kind of out in the middle of nowhere, and I don't think we have much to eat, so we might have to hop in the truck and go somewhere. We'll cut back to the camper this way. It's easier. Oh, I want to go down. We got to see when this place is open. Because they got all these sandwiches and that. Yeah, holiday weekend.
Sunday, Monday.
So, we ain't going to be able to eat at Cowboy's Concession.
We had a catfish sandwich.
Yeah, at least one. So yeah, we're probably going to have to hook up and go out and get ourselves something to chow on. But man, I'm going to have to look at a map because, like I said, we're out in the middle of nowhere. There's a restaurant that's just 4 miles away. It's all country driving. If you guys have bicycles and you want to ride 4 miles, I mean, you can. The road is very rural. It is 55 miles an hour, but it's smooth and straight, and there's really nothing. You might get attacked by possibly a farm dog. But yeah, just a regular old little restaurant that's up here somewhere. And whenever you look at it on Google Maps, it doesn't come up. Everything that comes up is down in Wauseon. Well, that's because the address is kind of Wauseon.
Arrive at White City on the left.
Now, this place may be a dive or something, but from what we could tell, you know, it's a restaurant, and that's all we really want. Because everything on site wasn't going to be open until the weekend, you know, for all the festivities. It's making it to where we can, we have to go out. And that Wauseon, you know, that was like 6 miles away, and it's south, and I really don't want to mess with it. Nothing wrong with this. Farm, country, dive, eating. Look at all those U-Hauls. Man, I guarantee I can get some parts for my engines. Man, I can't believe they got them all there. They're just being ruined. Just sitting there getting ruined. Those are all like 78, 77 trucks. All right, so let's go in this little rickety shack and get ourselves some food because we're hungry, and here we are. The restaurant was good.
Very good.
And inexpensive. So if you're in this area, definitely look up White City Restaurant. It's out in the middle of nowhere. It doesn't look like much outside. It doesn't look like much inside, but it was clean, and the food was
Wasn't dirty.
huge portions.
Nothing like the outside.
Yeah, right. The portions were great, and it's inexpensive. We had an appetizer. We both had meals, which Heidi couldn't even eat all hers, and then I had apple crisp and ice cream, and they have specials daily, which today's special was fried chicken buffet. But yeah, I'm surprised. It was pretty good. So we're not that far away from some little tiny itty bitty village mart, so we're gonna go wander and take a look at the grocery selection there and see if we might have something that can be thrown in the microwave maybe for dinner tonight. Make it easy, because Again, this isn't a camping trip or anything. This is just family business. So we just coming up here and doing this instead of a hotel. So we'll wander out there, take a look at it, and then you guys could probably rejoin us back at the campgrounds unless we find something interesting where we go, which I doubt it. So guys, here we are, just stopping at the little village mart, and left there and thought, why not drive up just a little ways and cross into another state. Woo! Sounds like fun, huh? Alright, so now that we are officially in Michigan, we'll turn around. How exciting was that? So, after our great big long trip to Michigan, and we got turned around, here we come into Ohio. Woohoo! Yay, Ohio, we're back. Alright guys, so we're doing what we do best. Relaxing. Actually, that's not what we do best. It's what we attempt to do best. But it never seems to happen. The weather's really good. It's supposed to be in the 80s. I don't know if that's the case, but it kind of feels that way.
She said the girl at the office said 82 today.
Mm-hmm. She did. I didn't see meteorologist on her name tag, but maybe it's 82.
You don't have one on yours either.
Yeah, but I do have an app that I'll look at, and it'll tell me exactly.
Maybe she looked at her app this morning.
Maybe she did. Maybe she didn't. But I don't trust her as a good weather forecasting source. It is pretty warm, though. We're on the sunny side of our RV. What I'm saying is the way we have it parked, the sun has been on it for most of the day. Even though we haven't been here, the air conditioning's keeping it nice and cool inside. And the one thing that I noticed talking about temperature and cool and all that other stuff is this. It's a little trick, a little tip, and it seems to work. I'm sure you guys have probably some other solutions, but if you are driving your car, your truck, your motorhome, whatever the case may be, and running the air conditioning, we run our air conditioner on max air, which whenever you do max air, what that does is it recirculates. It takes the cabin air and it keeps on recirculating it. The way that the air works is there's going to be condensation that's built up inside to where the fan is actually going to blow over some fins that could have condensation that has built up there. And even if you're running your air conditioner every day, it's just like anything else. If there's moisture present all the time, you're going to get some sort of a mildew or some sort of fungus that's basically growing in there on your cooling fins, to where the air is blowing across it, trying to, it's warm air blowing across cool fins, and it causes condensation. What I found with the truck in the past is there's a smell, and the last vehicle we had, same way. There's a smell that usually you smell when you first turn on your air conditioner and everything isn't cold yet. It's when you first turn it on, you get that musty smell. Well, that's because you've got some sort of a fungus or something growing inside on those fins, which is normal. It's totally normal. However, I'm thinking that that's what contributed maybe to me getting this little bit of a cold, because whenever I was driving the other day, I had my windows slightly down and I had the vent on. Now the problem with that is the vent kind of pulls through that same area, so you're just pulling that same nastiness over and over again without the chance of water to be built up on those fins and help washing it away. Anyways, you're breathing it. I mean, it's not a good situation. So like most things, this is a long explanation on how I treat that situation, and it seems to work. You want to find a smell that's pleasant, something that you can handle, something that's not horrible. Heidi does this for me. She's the smell police, and she says this doesn't smell bad. This is plain old Lysol Citrus Meadow Scent. It kills 99.9% of viruses and bacteria. So what I'm going to tell you to do is get one of these cans. This is a 19-ounce can. This is a huge can. You're going to fire up your air conditioner in your vehicle, turn it on max air, whatever it takes, and look underneath the dash or feel underneath the dash, or maybe even just do a couple little squirts of burst of this and see where the spray gets sucked up into. You're wanting to get this nozzle as close as you can to that area, to that intake that goes into the air conditioner. And with the air on max air, your fan on high, and your vehicle running, you want to put this can, I mean almost the whole can. If you can do the whole can, great, but usually your finger gets tired. Everything's going to get soaked underneath there. You're going to get water all over your carpet, all over your floor mat, all over the plastic, because it's not going to be able to convert all the spray into mist that gets up into the system. But you're wanting to at least spray half of the can through that system. Just as your air is running on full, just keep on blasting that intake for as long as you can, and watch, because if you have your eyeglasses out or something like that laying, or sunglasses laying throughout the vehicle, they're going to get a mist on them from this, because it will come out the vents. But you want to spray as much as you can, about half of the can if possible, and then shut off your vehicle, shut off your air. Or if you continue to drive your vehicle, don't have the air, the vent, nothing on. You can't have nothing on. And you want to leave it set for about 12 hours. And what happens is that gives this a chance to kill whatever bacteria might be in those fins. And you may have to do it a couple times. This is the way to kill it. And if you've got that little musty smell coming out on yours, go ahead and do it. I mean, this will kill anything that's going on. That's what it's made for. And a lot of people don't know that. Anyways, that's my not quick tip. That was definitely not quick, but that's my tip.
Well, guys, Heidi's already got her shower on, and she's closed down for the evening. We got quite a few little campers that have popped up because, of course, Labor Day weekend, these guys are getting in here for the festivities. So we'll be checking out here tomorrow, I think, unless our errands that we have to do don't get taken care of completely. But I think we'll be out of here. But it's beautiful out, and the temperature's dropped quite a bit. I mean, it's really nice and cool. It's a very nice campground overall. So we're closing out day 2, and we'll pick this up tomorrow. We'll see what happens. In the morning, we're going to be kind of busy, but after that, we'll see what happens. I could sit here and watch that guy's TV, but I'd rather watch the sky.
Well, guys, we're so excited about this day that we're just hooking up. We're getting ready to leave. All, for the most part, our family business has been attended to. We do have some more time we need to spend in Wauseon. We're going to probably go get some lunch or something there, maybe stop at a Walmart, I'm not sure. But quite honestly, there is nothing that's going to be exciting about what we're doing that we can even think about to bring you along. But we will, just in case. But for the most part, what you should be seeing us closing out the day, possibly. Again, we'll have to see what happens on our way home, but we'll bring you along just like normal and let you know.
It's much later in the evening. We're back at home. We started cleaning up and started on our yard sale. But it's a beautiful night out. The moon's out. We got a fire going. And as far as the yard sale stuff, we didn't get much done. You can kind of see we just got tables going on, and the garage is even more of a disaster than before. The basement is the disaster. I mean, there's a lot to it. But that was our trip. Again, that was kind of an impromptu little thing that we did for family reasons, and so far it's going pretty well. We'll have to pick this up when we got something more to go on. As far as the yard sale, maybe we'll give you some details on that. We are throwing this together so fast. It's nothing like we've done in the past, so I'm not sure how successful it's going to be. We'll have to see. But that's it, guys. And as always, we hope to see you out there.
Bye.
Bye.